Among the entire neurons in human body, entire means this brain, spinal cord, and whatever the peripheral nerves are, about 60% of neurons are myelinated, means there is fat covering on the outer surface of the axons. And these myelinated neurons help in faster conduction of impulses. I touched here and I sensed it, right? When I touched, in a microsecond I sensed it, right? I touched here, in microsecond I felt it. So this fast conduction is facilitated by myelinated neurons. If there were no myelinated neurons in our body, then I am touching here and after few seconds you will feel the sensation. So there will be delay in conduction of information from periphery to the center. That's why myelinated neurons are essential in our body. But unmyelinated neurons are also essential. Myelinated neurons are meant for conduction, fast conduction. But some neurons also require some other tasks like what I am talking, thinking, memorization, right? Integrative function, analysis. These are done by unmyelinated neurons. Their conduction is not required. There is just release of neurotransmitter from the axon terminals, and that is picked up by dendrites of other axonal terminals. So there is just depolarization, that is communicating between 1000 neurons. Their fast conduction is not required. So somewhere in our body there are unmyelinated neurons. Generally in periphery we have myelinated neurons, because information needs to travel from periphery to the center, here cortex. So why I am talking this, because I would like to now discuss about demyelinating lesions. Either demyelinating lesions of brain, spinal cord, or peripheral nerves. So why does this myelin cover is lost? If there is autoimmune mediated inflammation, like in GBS variants, there is post vaccination or post infection, due to antigen mimicry, those antibodies, T cells also attack our peripheral nerves and myelin cover is lost. That damages the myelin synthesis. So when myelin is lost, there is compensatory synthesis of myelin, because the body senses, oh, myelin is getting lost here, we need to overactivate Schwann cells in peripheral nerves to synthesize again those myelin. So there is constant demyelination and myelination going on. The thing is that who wins? In acute disease process, generally Schwann cells are not able to compensate by synthesizing neurons. But when inflammation starts subsiding in due course of time period, like days, weeks, then oligodendrocytes take over and starts, in peripheral nervous system Schwann cells, and in central nervous system oligodendrocytes take over and again synthesize myelin and again makes myelinated neurons. But inflammation has not only one result, that is complete healing. It can also go to sclerosis or fibrosis. Whenever there is inflammation anywhere in the body, there can be either complete healing or it can go to sclerosis, or that we call fibrosis. And when it goes towards sclerosis, then that myelination can never occur again, despite you give medications, because there are no medications that you can reverse the sclerosis. If a sclerosis has occurred in brain or spinal cord neurons, then you cannot reverse it. Any disease modifying drugs, those disease modifying drugs are meant to prevent further attacks in future, but whatever damage has occurred, it cannot be reversed. So I was talking about demyelinating lesions in the peripheral nerves. So when there is demyelination, then Schwann cells take over after 1 week or 2 weeks and again synthesize myelin. That's why in GBS, even if you don't do anything, patient recovers in 2 to 3 weeks. But in some cases it can go to ventilatory failure when it starts involving nerves of diaphragm, intercostal muscles. Then ventilatory support is required for few days, and to curb the inflammation we give IVIG to filter the inflammatory mediators, immunoglobulins. We do plasmapheresis so that inflammation can calm down, and if inflammation is calmed down, Schwann cells take over and starts again synthesizing myelin. So ultimate healing will be done by body. In any disease process, ultimate healer is body itself. For the time being, we have to support so that healing occurs in a better way. IVIG is not a treatment or a healer. Plasmapheresis is not a healer. It is just a support for the time being to decrease the inflammation so that Schwann cells again synthesize myelin. In demyelinating lesions of the central nervous system due to autoimmune mediated process, like in multiple sclerosis, although the name says multiple sclerosis, it means that sclerosis has already occurred, but it might be just initial stage where sclerosis has not occurred. So if you go by the name, you will pick up the disease in late stage. You will have to see sclerosis in the brain, spinal cord, MRI. But in early stages, you may find oligoclonal bands in CSF, because those oligoclonal immunoglobulins are synthesized by some 4 or 5 clones of B cells. So there is inflammation going on, but there might not be sclerosis at that time. For example, there may be demyelinating lesions of the optic nerve of this side, right? And patient might have paresthesia of tingling of this limb. There might not be a sclerosis. So multiple sclerosis means the disease has gone to late stages where there are multiple sclerosis in the brain imaging. So in that demyelinating lesions of the central nervous system, steroids help in controlling inflammation. In acute stage, we give IV methylprednisolone 1 gram for 5 to 6 days to calm down the acute inflammation. And afterwards, we have to administer disease modifying drugs. There are variety of like interferon beta, natalizumab, fingolimod. Those all modify some T cells, B cells, so that there won't be new flare in the due course of time period. So when you curb down the inflammation with these anti-inflammatory drugs, then oligodendrocytes again synthesize myelin in the central nervous system, in the brain spinal cord. But again, inflammation has two fates. One can be complete healing, patient might recover his vision, or other fate can be complete loss of vision due to sclerosis. Patient might recover paresthesia of this limb, right? Or there can be permanent disability if sclerosis occurs. So inflammation can go in two direction, complete healing or sclerosis. So this is demyelination due to autoimmune process. But this demyelinating lesion can be due to other causes as well, like there are variety of virus like JC virus, HIV. This can also cause demyelinating lesion. And apart from infection, vitamin B12 deficiency, this can also cause demyelination. Similarly, toxins, copper, alcohol, these also can cause demyelinating lesion, right? And there are some genetic conditions where there is defective synthesis of myelin, like adrenoleukodystrophy, and I don't remember others. There can be also defective myelin synthesis, and that can cause demyelinating lesions. Similarly, when you do fast correction of sodium, there can be demyelination of some neurons in the brainstem. It can even cause demyelination of the cerebral cortex, right? Because of the osmotic changes in the environment of those neurons, there is demyelination. So there are variety of causes of demyelination, and when there is demyelination, as I told earlier, there is compensatory remyelination. But whether that compensation by those myelin synthesizing cells will be complete or partial or not depends upon the degree of inflammation